You know how crazy it is? I'm listening to fucking Lollyconic's video at the same time I make one. Shout out YouTube Red. YouTube Premium actually has its fucking yeah. So he made a jerk. Let me go turn this joint off so I can actually hear myself talk. All right. So that's wild. This nigga has made a video talking about reaction channel shit. Just people randomly having reactions on this video, giving their opinion. I gotta agree with my man. How do you do something that's an inherent ability for everybody and you're fucking it up? You fuck it up because all you have is a gimmick, which is why the title of this video is named Consistency. If you played Siege, you know how much. If you played Siege with me, you know how much I complain about gimmick characters like Lion, who of course is going to get fucking removed from Pro League, and you know how much I like to talk about consistency because everybody has bad games. Everybody drops donuts and fucking breadsticks. You know, at least one game a fucking month. You're not perfect. None of us are. If we were, I wouldn't be making this fucking video. You would have done something to make my life easier so I don't have to make a video about consistency. But nobody's perfect, so here we are. Gimmicks. Gimmicks in general. They fucking blow me. There's a lot of shit I don't get in this life. The number one thing is fucking, hold on a second. Number one thing I don't get are gimmicks because you know they're not consistent. They are inherently not consistent. And yet people use them anyways. Thoughts have every gimmick in the book to try to subdue simps. Pimps attempting to use every gimmick that they have in a book to subdue a hoe. Fucking people working in racketeering and extortion, every gimmick that you have in a book to actually get your racketeering business off the ground. It is a gimmick. You inherently know it's not consistent. It is not a system, and yet you use it anyways. Stop complaining when somebody calls you out. When niggas complain about Lollyconic's videos on reaction channels, they will be completely ignoring the fact that his content is, I'm not going to say genuine because I don't know the nigga from Adam and Eve, but at least the quality that I visually see, the man puts in some goddamn work. He is consistent. This is something that he shows that he does in every video. Unlike half these fucking reaction channels, unlike Content Comp. Content Comp is consistent, although that's the one that's the main nigga's face we saw throughout the video. I'm sorry, Content Comp shit be consistent. But that being said, I completely went off on a fucking tangent there. Just saying, Content Cop shit is actually like his lane is his lane. The type of video he makes, he has continued to make. This is more for other people who aren't consistent, and it's a gimmick, and it's a knee jerk reaction. You know, how can I put it? It's like comparing Adam 22 and the quality of his work from one of his reaction videos to a rap track to just one of these basic level, no equipment YouTubers recording in their bedrooms like the rest of us. That fucking, I mean, their reactions are genuine, but they're not necessarily interesting. I feel like that interest plays a big part in whether you will choose to be consistent or try to look for a gimmick. Because, you know, Siege is the best place that I love this fucking game. I talk about it so much. Let's look at a character like fucking Lion. Let's look at Lion like he's a fucking YouTube channel. Let's dead ass. Let's take into account all of his fucking pieces of equipment like a different part of a YouTube channel. Okay, right over here, we got his V308 as like his fucking sub count. Okay, my man got a good sub count. You know, he has the 417 and the SGCQB is like his fucking, you know, the people he has added and shit. You know, a wide variety of videos in his fucking P9 and fucking LP8F4, whatever the fuck the revolver's called. And then we come down to what actually brings the people to his channel, what his style or his aesthetic, what attracts people about him. But as you can see, he presses a button once. If your team doesn't have any cohesion, if you don't have any base information, and you can't get the people to move, This great part of his channel is now nothing more than a gimmick. Oh, I'll be right back. You know, they got paused the video and all that. Someone just pull up where am I tripping? I might be over. Josh. I would just no problem, but I'll just be in the next room over ranting to YouTube. Okay. Alright, I'm back, boys. Let's get back to where we started. Yeah. So as you can see, fucking lion shit with no team cohesion, no preemptive operation. It's a gimmick. You still duo with the gimmick. The gimmick's been banned in Pro League. The gimmick's pretty much probably about to get banned and ranked and removed from the game altogether. At the end of the day, when you take the same quality of an idea like that and you give it to a bunch of people who can't capitalize off of it, a gimmick's still a gimmick and it fails. You take Lion, put it on Doka KB, it fails. She's not as good of a character. She's not a I press R1, I win character like him. She does the same thing. It happens faster. Instead of a visual indicator, you get an auditory indicator. She's still not one of the highest, most top tier characters. She's one of the best attackers in the meta, but she's just one of the best attackers in the meta out of a game of 50 characters. She's not one of the best operators like Lion and Finka. Finka, again, the question of consistency over the gimmick. Finka, really strong R1, powerful R1. In my opinion, she has the best operator gadget in the fucking game. I can help all 5 of my teammates in 4 separate areas instantly with the press of a R1, not including the fact I also get this buff that cannot be broken, debuffed, or removed by anything other than a goo mine, and I think fucking concussion grenades. No, concussion grenades actually don't do anything to Finka's gadget. Finka's gadget removes the effect of concussion grenades, and goos and smokes are the only things that outright stop Finkas. Smokes don't even outright stop them. You just take so much damage, you're probably not going to live in that bitch. When you take that, I no longer need the team cohesion. I no longer need my team to coordinate. I no longer need any preemptive operation to get shit off the ground. That is not a gimmick. That is consistency, folks. In the same season, they released 2 different characters. One is a gimmick, one is consistent, and they are both overpowered. This ties back into my shit about fucking Lollyconic's video, because reactionary channels are honestly just a gimmick and they're overpowered. I can sit behind a fucking video, watch it, and react myself. The question is, why the fuck do they even have any popularity? Let's not go into that. That's a whole nother conversation, as a matter of fact. And his video pegs a big question of, do you want to deal with the shit that comes from being consistent, the things that you have to deal with, like upkeep, maintenance, adaptation, shit that comes with being consistent, or would you rather be a gimmick and only have to manage that upkeep and maintenance? I mean, shit. The only, I would say, when it comes to the greater scheme of YouTube channels, when you are a gimmicky channel, the only thing you have to really worry about is upkeeping your channel's image. And then if something big happens, you might have to reconstruct your image, a la fucking Jonesy from R6. He got caught playing with hackers, and you don't hear about that guy no more, but that nigga was like up and coming. He was an up and coming name when I first started fucking playing the game, until he got caught hanging with Battle ITM. Shout out my guy. It is just like, you know, That type of shit. That type of shit. But if you're consistent, you don't have to worry about managing your image. And it's painfully ironic because Battle ITM doesn't have a gimmick in his channels. His videos are just consistent gameplay of him cheating along some nice ass music, and he gets views. He gets this, that, and the other. You couldn't make it. Well, I mean, you could make a reaction to Battle Eye's fucking videos, but I don't even think it'd be half as interesting because everybody already knows they're gonna fucking be amazed. They just go there to see his fucking consistent content. Same thing for Lollyconics. I don't go there to be like, oh, this video is gonna be wild. I go there because I know what I see, the quality of it. I'm going to be interested. I'm going to enjoy spending my 4 or 5 minutes fucking watching this video. I'll get the joke. I'll see the work that was put into it. It's not the same as if I fucking go to fucking the After Prison show on YouTube or some shit and go watch one of those videos and I'm just like, I would much rather watch this when I was bored and I smoked out of my mind. He's still... Oh! I'll be right back. Me and you. I'm not gonna talk about it. I feel like we have the same mindset on that one. Yeah, and it kind of it eats at me, guys. It eats at me because quality and being genuine is very quickly becoming a thing of the past. What can I say? This reminds me of the days back when literally like the guy, what was his name? I think it was Archbreaker CJ. The CJ guy that plays For Honor. He was in an argument with somebody who literally could not defend themselves. There were people trying to defend this argument when he had so much evidence. It was a painful time. Like I just gotten into Siege. I just started watching For Honor. So I got crust in my eye. And to see somebody get in an argument in the community defend a person that can't defend itself, just like the EFT situation, it just don't make sense. And it shows you that the guaranteed returns from a gimmick are becoming more important than the value of the consistency. And realizing that the quality of what you input changes the quality of what you get back, Should even if it's not about that, it's just people don't seem to care anymore if it's genuine, as long as it works. But people don't seem to realize why genuine matters. If I do something genuine, I'm not playing by a book of fucking rules anymore. I'm not going by the books. I'm not going by the lists. I'm not following a structure. That allows me to be more versatile. That allows me to adapt to situations I never expect to before. If I decide to go on a gimmick, I have to stick to that plan. The gimmick only works because the plan is set up that way. The next move looks a little better because of what you did last. That is a gimmick, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that's probably not the straight definition of a gimmick, but that's how I would personally define how I see gimmicks nowadays. It's a trick. It's smoke and mirrors, it's like dipping smoke and mirrors into more smoke and more mirrors. It's like an illusion inception is the gimmick. The illusion is that this person's doing something so cool, so good, or this person is milking and reaping the benefits from what they want because of what they're doing. But instead, people just don't see that they're milking the benefits because of the illusion. You just happen to also give them a better reputation because you see, but you don't perceive, you feel me? Perception is everything. Seeing is believing, but perception is really everything. And what you perceive, like if you see the gimmick but you don't perceive the gimmick, then what you saw was the trick and you were probably entertained by it. When you see the gimmick, you are no longer entertained. When you see the gimmick, you're like, I can make this better. I can optimize this. Like Lion. I can optimize that. I can make that better. But if you don't see the gimmick, all you've ever perceived, hell, in most situations, all you ever could perceive was just a trick in and of the self. And the trick worked, and you were interested, and you were entertained. I mean, what the fuck else can I say? That's the problem with reactionary channels. Reactionary channels are fucking, they're a gimmick. They're an illusion. What content am I actually getting? What am I getting different from this on the internet? Like, Loliconics, you can find channels like that on YouTube. You can find channels like that on probably almost any video service. You can't find a nigga putting out a video like him. No, you cannot. No, you can't. Even fucking Reb Says Desu ain't putting out the shit. Wait, I think it was Reb Says Desu's video, my bad. Reb Says Desu is, putting out, yeah. You don't see Loliconics trying to bite his wave and vice versa. That gentleman is consistency. They feel like they can stay in their own lanes without fucking bumping into one another, feeling like anyone's impeding on anybody's progress or needing to do something malicious to get themselves ahead. That is consistency. That is what I wish I could see from my fucking Siege teammates, but they don't understand consistency. They rather cheese and try to get a nice, good angle. For my Siege players, let me take these two terms and truly help you to understand today something you will probably never hear from another person in your life, especially no nigga that plays Siege. The difference between consistency and a gimmick is literally the small difference between you deciding to aim through a bookcase and you deciding to hold a pixel peek. If you aim through that bookcase, chances are people haven't done it before, or if they have done it, they do not do it as sparingly. But that pixel peek, that angle is so quote unquote good, and it is so touted and valued that everyone has heard from it, and you actually just put yourself at a disadvantage by being there. I.e., have to fucking spawn peaks on a fucking consulate now, or actually spawn traps, because we were shooting at the attackers from the inside, now they're shooting at us from the outside, hitting areas that our teammates don't know about. Teammates running in bullets on the second floor because they're shooting directly into the objective, when I used to use that shit to get people just easy beans. I could honestly go on about this all day, because I have to give you that last example between the channels. The gimmick of the spawn peaks on consulate, and this is where I'm getting my logic from of why you don't want to use a gimmick in the first place. Gimmicks become consistency. The gimmicks that were the spawn peaks on consulate became the consistency that were the spawn traps on consulate. Attackers shoot through those windows every fucking time, no question, win or lose. Defenders will not do that spawn peeking shit unless they are winning. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Somebody tell me I'm wrong, please. Okay, I'm about to take this hit. That was a lot of talking, and I ain't done yet by a long shot. I had to get that out. And I'm feeling up there today. This is actually probably the best part of my birthday week right now, because we're getting into some real concepts right here. If you know me, you know I am definitely a big fan of trying to understand conceptualization and shit based around. Matter of fact, we're about to take a few more seconds. I just gotta go in on this one more time before I take this hit. Gimmicks become consistency. Gimmicks become consistency. The gimmick that was Jackal attacking people underneath the objective on Villa when you're in master bedroom became the consistency that is now Vertical Combat and Rainbow Six Siege altogether. That was the defining point in Vertical Combat's fucking history for Rainbow Six Siege. That is when we really started to see plays around that. Because niggas started defending themselves. People got fucking tired of the gimmick. Everyone's gonna get tired of the gimmick. The gimmick is tiring. It requires more energy than the consistency. The consistency might require a lot of energy, but it is consistent. It is a closed loop. Yo, tell me am I wrong when I say this? Niggas spawn peek so much on Siege that now now attackers defend against spawn peekers, right? Would you agree that spawn peeking is consistent even though it still happens?
Nah, not really.
He gets it. He gets it.
Depending on what spawn peeking is.
Spawn, I mean, that's the problem. You've had.
Go ahead and get a whole ace in
You
the game
can't.
without having to spin down one time.
You can't spawn peek anymore. This is no longer where you just
But
pop open a barricade
when it
and
comes
kill
to
four
it- When
people.
it comes to it, you still will have an entire team who, in the instance of either dropping or shit's not actually happening, you'll have an entire team come out of nowhere and be like, hey, how about we all hold the fuck up in this one tiny ass corner and win?
But
Why
you
did
see,
they win? They didn't win because they all were good, right?
they won because they did not use a gimmick. They were consistent. They decided, hey, we're gonna do what the fuck they told us to do. We're defenders. We're gonna defend. I'm going in the big room.
Spawn peeking as a gimmick. And if
Spawn peeking is a gimmick.
If
Like,
they have consistency, that means they just have consistency with that gimmick itself.
you can't have consistency spawn peeking. It's literally impossible because there's an operator made completely to counter that. There's two operators where if you are not using a slug shotgun on the fence, you're going to die. You're going to die. Like in the extended gunfight, you're not going to win against 5 people. No, you're not. You're going to die. You might leave one person alive. You might be that good, but then again, let's be real. 5 people with basic aim, not good aim, basic aim, shooting at the same windowsill. Do you think you're actually gonna fucking survive? If they're all shooting at the side of the windowsill you're peeking from, should you actually survive? No. That's the consistency of a team working together versus the gimmick of spawn peeking. And if a whole team works together spawn peeking, and literally almost every instance, the attacking team will still win unless you guys are taking cover and then retreating into the building. You don't have an option because it's a gimmick. Consistency is consistency. That's all the fuck I can say about it. And it's crazy. It's like so crazy. Okay, I actually need to take this hit. I've been loafing. I done had motherfucking Nick Dungard up. Done had guests. It was a good stream. Bro, I am like so self-conscious about smoking this shit on camera. It's tobacco. It's tobacco. It's tobacco. Don't get mad at me. I probably look like a fucking hoon, but happens. Y'all know what I do. Whew. I'm not about to pass out on camera. Like shit. Man, my bowls be hitting because they tobacco. Maybe some unlisted ingredients. I'm tired. I'm not about to kill this streamer. Nothing. When people watch this, they're gonna go crazy. Okay, so right now, you guys should know there are no views. That live comment feed about to be dead as shit. Nobody watches my channel, but if you're taking time to, y'all niggas know I'm done. If you're taking the time to watch my video, you know some shit going on. Or you're bored. But yeah, let's get back into the debate. Consistency is about mindset, which is why in Siege, I preach mindset. It's not about if you're good or not. A bad player can make an impactful play just by killing the best player on the team because he wasn't paying attention. You don't even have to be good. You can potato all fucking day, but potato at point blank. Mindset. Boom. Because there's a lot of shit that people just aren't consistent about. Let's get out of the R6 lane. Let's just talk about personal anecdotes. I have a friend who just got out of an abusive relationship a week ago, and she's in a relationship again, but she's always in an abusive relationship. She gets in and out of abusive relationships. Oh shit, is that the screen? Wait, oh no, that's not the screen. That's the thing above me. I'm thinking thing up there, motherfucking crack. Yeah, man, it's just you keep getting into abusive relationships. You keep breaking up with these niggas and then going back. How are we supposed to feel about you? How are we supposed to help you? You're not being consistent. Your mind isn't in the right place. You don't have that mindset. You're playing games. People say I'm joking when I say that in Siege. No, you're playing games and you need to focus. One more and then I'm gonna grab some more. No. I have a great example of consistency on Bayern. I'm playing Titanfall 2 yesterday in a private match. 4v4. Everybody leaves except for me because I went 35 and 12 when it comes to kills and Titan kills. And ain't nobody doing that shit. Consistency. I'm consistent. My North Star is a Gen 56, 57. I am consistent. My R201 has been used almost as much as the Flatline, which is my most used most used gun in the game, at like 11,000, 12,000 kills with the Flatline, and I'm gonna assume 8 to 10,000 with the R201. I'm consistent. I have the mindset. I'm not going to sit there with these weapons and expect to push. I'm not going to sit there at all and just wait for death to come. I'm consistent. This is my state in life. The problem with that, however, is a lot of people come to believe that their consistency is consistency and their consistency is a gimmick. Hence, a lot of quote unquote gangsters. You're only hard because if you get in a fight, and you're only starting shit because if you get in a fight, you know your boys are gonna have your back. You know 4 or 5 niggas gonna pop up, pop out. That doesn't make you a thug. You ain't got a heart. Handle that shit by yourself, bro. Be the underdog. Be the one that has less and still come out on top. Still be the best. Still win. Still be a king. Still be a god. Show us you have consistency. Don't have the gimmick of 4 niggas and the 4 niggas ain't there. You get caught lacking. Getting shot in the back of the head, that's not lacking. Getting killed because your boys ain't around, that is lacking. I mean, getting killed because you get shot in the back. Getting killed at all is lacking. But essentially, sorry, I hate this patch of hair, my guy. Essentially, fucking, you ain't caught lacking if you got killed because niggas caught you on a setup. You're lacking if niggas killed you because you were just unaware at the time and they were unaware at the time and they got to you first. Don't be lacking. Don't get played like this girl. She lacking. That nigga took advantage of it. He gonna be just as abusive as the last with no real intention. Alright, I think I should end this here. It's about to get to 30 minutes. This was a nice stream, a good video, and see you niggas later. Or, pro1_154. Always hop on a PSN. I add just about everybody. We be in that bitch about lit every day. You already know what it is. I'm the kid.